I think culturally we are starving for connection. And so if you're doing kratom, I'll do kratom. So it's like bonding, like passing around a joint, like going to get drinks together.
Atomic Souls podcast.
And the weed just keeps you numb all day. So like, are you actually living the life you want? Or are you just numb? And
Right.
he's like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like, yeah, nicotine and coffee don't really like fuck your life up that bad.
Right. No. And going back to your point though about like why it's so prevalent today, I was asked that recently in a news interview and it really put me on the spot. Like I didn't quite have enough time to think or formulate like the best answer, but it's such a good question. I think it's so multifaceted. One, you have things like 7-OH and kratom that have limited the barriers of entry into opioids, right? And even more so by like adding flavors to them and all this stuff. But I'm not. What would you think would be?
I
think there's so many things that go into it.
A lot of things. I think culturally we are starving for connection. And so if you're doing kratom, I'll do kratom. So it's like bonding, like passing around a joint, like going to get drinks together. Like it's becoming part of our society, normalized because we're all like starving for connection.
Sure.
There's a huge like dopamine crisis. That's why we're all on TikTok and seeking like new alternative things. And it's just, I think also like getting my tinfoil hat on, like what's in our food as in America is different than what is around the world. You'll see people go to like Mexico or like Spain and they're like, oh, I can eat gluten. I can eat bread here because they're not having, it's like, okay, well then what the fuck is in our bread?
It's crazy, right?
And so I think we're all just like chemically imbalanced and like dopamine lonely. And
right.
All of our shit's fucked from like whatever is in our food, our water, etc.
The water too.
Like, yeah.
Okay, go to this thing, ewg.com sometime. Type in your zip code. It'll break down a lab report of everything that's in that water in your zip code, and it'll tell you how many times the like safe limit, like governmental limit, each substance is. But I shit you not, there's chemicals like chloroform.
Oh my God.
Chloroform, like the kidnapping drug. And it's at like hundreds of times the safe legal limit. And then all of these other pages.
Safe chloroform?
Yeah, right? Yeah, crazy. All these other things that they say like what it might cause on almost all of them is like cancer, cancer, all this crap.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah, that is like fucking with our like brain chemistry.
Yeah.
And so, I think all of it together is driving us into like being imbalanced in our brain chemicals. And then also that leading to like a huge loneliness factor and connection factor as well. Like we're all trying to like validate self and like connect and like, be seen. And like people are just so like, we're all in our phones, myself included, that we're not actually present with people. And so I can numb that away, or I can like, connect over this substance.
Right. Well, that just made me think too, like it very well could be, and this is just going to add to your tinfoil hat thing, but it very well could be that things like, it's proven that TikTok videos, for example, are specifically made to like get you hooked and keep you going. Like everything from like the algorithm recommending things that you've found pleasant or whatever to the short little video format, which causes dopamine spikes. Like it's all formulated to get you hooked. And I wonder if all of that, now Instagram and Facebook are doing the same thing. And I wonder if all of that goes into also furthering issues like substance dependence, because you're getting all these spikes and crashes in dopamine. Your brain and body are getting used to that. So let's say you do experiment and grab a pill from the gas station, then you're like, oh yeah, this is nice. Like,
well, so like social media and stuff like that. Like I just saw this thing that was like dopamine hits and like what different levels are, and it was like food and sex and social media, like they're all like these like, you know, spikes, but then you put in a substance and it's like such a big spike.
Right.
And so I think we're constantly having those ups and downs like you're talking about. But when we're like off that, or we're not eating, or we're not having sex, like we're so depleted. And so when you add in a substance, it's so high. It's like, oh, you know, this is great. This feels wonderful. So
Right.
much better than all those other things.
Right.
Frictionless too. Like to get dopamine from, you know, human interaction, there's friction there. I have to engage with you and hope
Yeah.
that we engage in a positive way. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can take a substance and there's nobody else involved, I literally just have to accept that I'm going to take the substance. It's a frictionless experience.
Low
Right.
effort. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think our country as a whole is very comfortable and like craves comfortability. I think it's packaged as like happiness,
Yeah.
but I think it's more like stay comfortable, stay silent, stay compliant,
Right.
stay addicted.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true. It's crazy too, though. I just going way back in the conversation, like the Louisiana stuff. There's plenty tinfoil hat type things to be thought about that too. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, the history of this country is really getting impoverished communities hooked on substances, right? So it just
pattern.
further, it further proves that like out there, it is one of the poorer states in the country, next to like I think Mississippi might be number one.
Yeah.
Which is also another thing that's crazy to me. I work out there a bunch. You have a massive amount of refineries and stuff, energy producers on the Mississippi River, way more than other states in the South. Comparative to Texas is the only one that would compete, and yet Texas is one of the richest states. Louisiana is one of the poorest.
Right.
They're generating wealth the exact same way,
Yeah.
and yet somehow the government is able to extract all the wealth and not give it to the citizens in one state, and then the other state actually flourishes.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think
Louisiana's
about
very corrupt.
Yeah.
Like you'll go there and like the streets have been like the potholes. Like it's a joke that there's like such bad streets in
Oh
Louisiana.
yeah, it's insane.
But then you'll see like a cop car that's like decked out to the nines. And you're
Right.
like, that was government money that could have paid for the streets. Like you don't need a fucking nice new cop car.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
It's just like, that's just a very small example that last time I drove in and I was like, the fuck? Like they just bought new cones and a new cop car, but the
Right.
streets are still the same.
Yeah, they're
Like,
horrible.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so corrupt over there. Like it's wild.
Well, like the big thing as a kid, we'd go on a field trip. You go tour the state capitol. The big thing that you look at the state capitol is where they assassinated somebody, and,
Right,
and
like,
there's
this is
bullet
the
holes in the
bullet
wall.
hole.
Dang,
Like, that was
really?
the big thing. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
The old state capitol.
The old state capitol.
Yeah.
No, the new state capitol has bullet holes in it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my
They
gosh.
both have bullet.
Louisiana is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother was like so we moved there when I was 10, he was probably 12. He was like live, eat, breathe, die Louisiana. And his wife is from there and he was going to raise his kids there. But he eventually hit a ceiling with his career and was like, I have to move somewhere else to continue this.